Alright guys, so as Anime Paradox is soon to be released, I decided to make a tier list so you guys can pretty much know what you need to go for and to not go for. So without further ado, let's start with the support categories. Okay, so we will have um, these units, okay, Ulquiorra. We also have Leo, and that's it. Okay, so let's rank them. All right, so first of all, we have Ulquiorra. Okay, so basically what he will do, he will slow enemies. So if you need a slow unit, well, you can use him. And next we have Shadow Vampire as Dio. Okay, so you can obtain him in the AFK chamber, but by the time you're watching this video, the AFK chamber event is gone already. So what does he do? He has an ability to time stop, so only the fact that he's the only unit that can time stop is putting him in one of the best supports in the game. Other than that, solid DPS, I could say. Next up we got Orohime. Okay, so she will heal your characters, because there's something to know is that in this game, it's not like the other tower defense game. Your units have actual HP, and if you're not careful, they will die and you will have to wait for them to regenerate. So that's why you need to pull for heal units, because you need heal to heal your units. So what will she do? She will give shields to your units and heal them as well. And what Idol will do, she will also heal your unit but buff their stats as well. I almost forgot, we have Asta and Tank. So basically these two are tank unit, they have really high HP, that's pretty much what they will do. Now let's switch to the beginner units. Okay, so we have Cell and Megumin. So if they are in the beginner side, is because these units are good early on, but they will be poor equipped by all of these units. Okay, so Cell is pretty much because he's really easy to evolve, so you can have a decently good unit by the start. And Megumin because almost everyone will have her, and she's like at the level of mid-mythical unit. So when you start out the game with her, she will help you quite a lot, I believe. So to get her, you either have to get early access plus, so if that's the case, you just have to go redeem her by speaking to the Stark NPC into the lobby, or you had to get her in the AFK chamber event like I did. Alright, and other than that, when she's evolved, she has decent damage but not as high as all of these units, but she do have a full AoE passive, which is pretty good. Okay, so now let's switch to the bad characters. Well, they're not that bad, but they are not as good as the other characters I'm going to show later on. Okay, so oh, almost forgot to put into the support. Well, I forgot to rank the money units, that's my bad. Okay, so we have Bulma and Speedwagon. They both give money. I recommend to use Speedwagon for short wave content, and Bulma for long content wave. Okay, so now well, Shaheen, okay, she's in the bad tier in my opinion, because not only she does like trash damage, but her passive is also very trash as well. I could also put Itachi here, but since he does a bit more of damage, I'm going to put him above it. It will be the same for Uryu. Okay, so their passives are also not that great, but since they do a bit more of damage, I will put them above Shahin. Okay, so now let's go into the S tier. Okay, so we will put Cloud, Sephiroth, Meliodas, Kira, Broly, and Freezer. So let me just change the order like this, and this. Okay, so Sephiroth. Okay, so he's a battle pass unit. He's the tier 50, I believe. He does solid damage. Okay, but just not as good as these units. I could change it like this, but I just prefer Meliodas in my opinion. Meliodas do not have as good damage as some characters, but his passives are good. When he's a certain HP percent, he give himself 14% damage. He also have a burn. Okay. Next up we have Freezer. Okay. He also do good damage. And next up we also have Cloud. So he's the tier 25 of the Battle Pass. He has solid damage as well, but something that is good in his passive, he has like a bar that you have to fill up, and once it is filled up to 100%, he gives himself like 100% damage buff for like 60 seconds, which is really good because you can fill out this bar pretty quickly, so he can deal a lot of damage quite consistently. And now we have Killua, which is probably the best mythical unit overall in the game because he can do a lot of things. He's also a sub DPS, which means that he can do damage, and he can also provide support, as he can stun units and shock them, which will debuff the enemies and make them take more damage, which is really good. And now the best mythical units overall in DPS, which will be Broly, because Broly is like the unit that you use in long game wave mode, like in infinite mode or in the raid mode, because like his damage will quite literally stack infinitely. Well, it will go down at some time, but it can stack up like to 1 million, 2 million when you're doing like very long game mode. So his damage can go really high if you play him in long game mode. Okay, so now let's just add another row, the SSS tier. Okay, so now we are really ranking the best of the best units. Right, so we will have Sanjinu, Ichigo, and Igris. Okay, so all of these units are most likely way better than all of these. Okay, so Ichigo, he does also a lot of damage. You can get him in the third act of the Bleach Legend stage. He has a 2% drop rate, and as of Igris, you can get him by buying him into the Siege mode game shop, I believe. And Sanjinwoo is quite hard to get, but it is worth the time because he has crazy passives, and you get him into the raid mode, but it will be hard to get him because he's a 1% drop. And now let's switch to the god tier unit. Like, those are really like at the top of the top. We have Sid and Stark, which is funny because all of these units, these two units, the best units in the game, are all banner unit, but their rates are really slow. Not slow, low, I mean. So we can both get them into the banner, but the rate is really low. So as of Sid is doing a lot of damage, and he's also full AoE, which is incredibly good for a game like that, because most of these units are single targets units, apart like Megumin, which can do a full AoE nuke like every 19 seconds, but you cannot really rely on it. But most of these units are single targets, but Sid is a full AoE unit, which makes him automatically one of the best units, with not including his damage. And now Stark, is just like at another level. Like his damage output is just like on the top. He's just too strong. He needs to be nerfed. Like that's crazy. So yeah, that was all for this tier list. I hope this will help you make choices on the release. So see you guys later.